Welcome to Starfire Sports Stadium in Tukwila, Washington, just south of Seattle, for the Washington State 4A Boys Lacrosse Championship with the Spartans from Skyline and the Issaquah Eagles. Scott Oshman joined by Steve Sawyer, and we've got a great battle here today on a Saturday Memorial Day weekend, Steve.
Scott, I'm pumped. This is going to be an absolute battle.
And we lost audio here in our headsets. See if we can get that corrected. But yeah, today is going to be an unbelievable ball game. And we have the Skyline Spartans coming in off a huge win, 9-8.
Going to have to at least keep it 50-50. Possessions are going to be key in this game. Both teams run a set offense and want to slow the game down, so you're going to be looking for set plays and running out of those set plays and looking to utilize their good players. Run and gun doesn't favor either of these teams. Spartans have to limit with the Spartans, you're going to see everything going through the Vermillion brothers. That is how they initiate their offense. That's what everything goes through. And Issaquah can't let those two get started. Now with Issaquah, both teams having the face-off rock star, just like I said, they have to also control the face-off, and really what you're going to see is maybe the wing play is going to be a big difference with this. They'll need to focus on the Vermillion brothers like we talked about, and they need to stop them from heating up. They must communicate constantly, though, on defense, and they always got to be one step ahead of what Spartans are doing on offense.
Spartans in the white jerseys, Skyline, and then in the purple and gold. It's the Issaquah Eagles. Head coach for the Spartans, Sam Hudson. And for the Eagles, longtime head coach Brandon Fortier. And we are underway here. Whistle has blown at the dot in the middle, and Skyline comes up with it on a rainy Saturday afternoon here in late May. And we are underway. Marcus Ball, number 4, got it. And you'll talk about the Vermillions. That's Nick and Joe. Nick and number 6 in white, and Joe, number 22. A soggy afternoon here. Wind kicking up, so we'll see how that plays out. As Skyline starts, as you said, very structured. There's a shot and a save. The rebound gets into a purple and gold stick. Nice job there by Jordan Snowy. Here comes Issaquah, shoots and scores! The long stick, Spencer Blumenthal, the junior.
Their stud junior defense, LSM, comes down and absolute bombs one into the back of the cage.
Only his second goal on the year. Didn't scout for that, did they, Steve?
No. He's a ball hawk on the ground, but they're not expecting him to shoot.
1-0 Issaquah, early goings, 11 minutes in this first quarter. Glad you're with us. Spartans get it one more time. Hunter Neal, 11, gets it, and there you see 6, one of the Vermillion brothers. Great day here. There's a step-down shot wide by Ball. Stay Skyline ball. Skyline beat Issaquah when they played in the regular season, 13-11. Here's another shot, and it's tied at 1 just like that. Connor Voigt, the sophomore, putting it in.
No one pressing out Scott on that shooter. They cannot let the Spartan shooters get hot from the outside. They will pick you apart.
17, and we're off and running, all tied up. We previewed and we talked about a couple of the big scores for the Spartans, and Connor Voigt wasn't one of them as the Spartans get the face-off, but they lose it. Ball down, flag up.
You get a trip.
And they'll say it's a dead ball, so they'll assess it. As a check equipment here, Issaquah Eagle lost his glove. That is going to be a penalty they're going to put in the box, so man-up opportunity here for the Eagles. KJ Lewis with the rock. And he gets it back over, and they'll send it behind Cage. Cruise it around quickly here. They talk about Issaquah on their offense as a loose ball here. It's picked back up.
Yeah, with Issaquah, you're going to see a big difference. They're very well matched. I mean, you got 4 players that are in the 20s and 1 in the 30s in goals.
And look at 8 in purple with the ball on his stick. 30 goals coming into this ball game. Turn around, what a stop by the goalie, Nick Toma. .9:30 left to go, and see the first few minutes here. Rain coming down, just a hard miss. And the Spartans trying to come back and attack quickly. They get the side. Good stop there by Jordan Snowy. 1v1 right there on the doorstep. Couldn't deliver.
Yeah, you got to be more creative than that to get it past Jordan Snowy. Now, Scott, interesting story with Jordan is he played the first 5 games. They went 5-0, and then he broke his collarbone. Out for the rest of the season potentially, but he was able to heal, and he came back just in time for the semifinals against Eastlake, and they beat him. So they did not want to see him in the game today. They didn't want to have to go up against him in Cage. And lucky for Issaquah, they were able to bring him back.
Yeah, they beat Eastlake 13-8. They've had quite a road. They beat Glacier Peak, their first game in the playoffs this season, and squeaked by 9-8 over Glacier Peak from the Wesco up north. As Issaquah's had a heck of a road here. Finds a little hands-free, a little room there. Wide.
Yeah, and shout out and hell of a job to freshman defender Nate Kaiser for coming in and filling in the cage while Jordan Snowy was getting better on the sidelines.
Unbelievable story. Here's 10 in purple. Richard Skelly. 8 now, and that's Cale Gunter. We talked to him. He's got 30, as I said, 21 assists. And he has just been lightning for this Eagles team. He's been hot here in the playoffs. Obviously going to key on him. Kelly can't get it, and the long pole comes up with it, and here come the Spartans. Matt Hild with it, gets it over. Now the ball down. And nicely played there by Nick Vermillion. And how do you stop 6 and 22 in white?
4 players on him.
40 goals between the brothers. Nick, a sophomore, Joe, a junior.
Yeah, and they just know each other really well, so they really play off each other, and there's a lot of two-man. I'm surprised they're running quite a few off of that off ball with them being at X.
Ball with it for. Just kind of testing it out, looking what the defense is getting them. All tied up, 6:40 left to go in this first quarter. There's an opening, a shot, and it is saved. Ryan Carpenter threw it in there. Couldn't believe he was open. Hesitated. Here come the Eagles. Michael Hyde, 27 goals on the year for number 9 in purple. And they'll get it back out front, all tied 1-1. Here's Gunter. Cale shoots, it's wide. And Issaquah got there first. Closest stick as it gets to the end line. Issaquah trying to see what holes they can find in this Spartan defense.
Yeah, Issaquah's going to try to spread them out. They're going to try to see if they have any weaknesses right now. And
there's a shot. It's wide. Now this Spartan defense, they took on Bellevue, but they only lost 6-4.
yeah,
That's not giving up a lot to a very good team, Bellevue.
yeah, Spartan defense is solid. They're going to have a tough time trying to find the chinks in the armor, but if they can, this Issaquah team can score in droves.
Bell gets the takeaway on Gunter. Bell. Vermeulen, low burner. A little outside. Low outside. Here they come, working the back of the crease. Long stick. Listen, it's another great defensive effort there. That's right up your
Picking
wheelhouse.
pockets. I've been so impressed with the long stick play today.
Michael Hansen, a senior. 2 in purple, still with the ball. 28 ground balls this season. Todd Elvig, our executive producer, engineer, turning the dials over there. There's a shot by Kale. It's great check,
Nice
though. Almost
back
a
check.
back check, yes. Sarah Elvig on camera. Oh, just a slip down. That could be the rain. Picks it up anyway. Little flip. Gets it in corner pocket. Tyler Morton, 32, a freshman.
Little slippery, dirty 5-hole dipper.
32, the freshman scores in the state championship game and gives Issaquah a 2-1 lead with 4:13 left in this first quarter. Bell. And Bell.
That's
It's
gonna
a
be
chuck
from
and a
behind.
miss. And there's a big flag right there.
Not enough on the side.
A great crowd as usual here at Starfire. The place is packed out. So he'll take a seat. I didn't hear, did you see how many minutes or 32nd?
Yeah, it should have been.
That's 3 in purple. That's TJ Victory. The senior Taxman's going to take a seat. Now man up opportunity here for Skyline. Issaquah long pole's doing a good job there. Patiently, there they have somebody inside. Turns, shoots, wide. That's Beckett Monday. Spartans get it once again. No shot clock in high school lacrosse. 2-1, 3:23 in this first quarter. Great to have playoffs and championship once again after a 2-year drought, hiatus, dormant, whatever you want to call it. People fired up. Nick Vermeulen trying to find a hole, feeling pressure. Now back up, Bell. Back to the top. Here he goes. He finds room and he bounces it in off the corner rim.
Right back at you. Same exact shot on the other side.
You got to call bank shot, don't you?
That had a little bit of English on it.
Nick gets on the board, his 21st goal for the sophomore, and we're all tied. Crafty little goals so far. Sneaky.
Yeah, there's not. You're not talking about like crazy firepower. They're just finding the right spot.
using both pipes to his advantage, and there's a procedure call. It'll go to the Eagles, and now it's released, so we're even. Back up, Cale Gunter, number 8. The junior. Cale loses it. But right there for to pick it up is KJ Lewis. You talk about number 8, Cale Gunter. He's the third of the Gunter brothers.
He's the third of the Gunter brothers that have gone through this program. He is their amazing face-off guy, but so far he's lost almost every face-off.
There's a shot wide. Speaking of the devil there, and thrown at him. Nick Toma, 54% save rate so far on the season here for the Spartan goalie. Oh, loose balls. Hold on to your hats, kids. Get a little check. There's a long-range bomber. Oh, my, KJ Lewis. What happened here?
And those are hard to pick up. I think you're going to see a lot of those bounce shots because now with the turf getting wet, the ball doesn't bounce as high off the turf and it kind of skips. And so it's not going to come off the turf the way the goalies normally would expect it. So that's a great shot to take.
KJ, the sophomore, his 21st on the year, none bigger, gives Issaquah a 3-2 lead with a 1 minute, 40 seconds left here. And another procedure call on Skyline. Tell you what, that one was way downtown. And he's going to go again, this time from the left side. This one high. KJ feeling it. This time pass, a little too much, can't hang on. Skyline going to pick it up. Hild with it. Gets it back over to Bell. Breezy out there. Gus, not a great Memorial Day weather weekend here in Seattle, but I mean, not a surprise. Top shelf, 17 tries. Big stop there by Snowy. Connor Voigt that was for Spartans, who whaled one. Good stop by the 55% save junior goalie for Issaquah as they try and get another goal here. As if we go under 1 minute on your screen, the official clock is taken down on the field, so you will not see it on your screen. Cale lets it fly and wide.
Yeah, Cale Scott is one of the only players that has gone through the Issaquah program from kindergarten all the way to 12th grade.
Wow, here it is in a stick. Left-hander, bouncer save by Toma. Back again, Issaquah. Gets the garbage and right there to put it in. No, they're saying no goal. Was TJ Victory. But I think it was time. Let's take another look at it. It might have been time before the goal. Victory was on the other side for the garbage. No? Didn't go. Well, almost. 1 goal game. Let's go to the second. Back here, Scott Oshman, Steve Sawyer heading to the second quarter of this 4A state championship. And they're bringing everything they got, Sawyer.
Yeah, this is it. Last game of the season. There's nothing else after this. You got to go all out today.
Back to the face-off here. They've only met once, I believe, and Skyline got the best of Issaquah 13-11. But different time, different place, who knows? Bell comes up with it once again, and there's just a man down, got in the way there. Hunter Neal there got caught up and put on his back, and here come the Spartans. They tie it up.
Scott, this game is the fourth different sport in the last 21 years where Skyline and Issaquah have met with a state championship on the line.
No kidding.
They met with baseball in 2001, Issaquah would win, football in 2008, Skyline win, and girls soccer twice in 09 and 12, with Skyline coming out victors in that too.
God, your research staff was on it.
I mean, this just tells you how huge of a rivalry these two schools are, not just with lacrosse, but in sports in general.
Not that far away, Skyline, and you know, up on the hill there,
Highlanders versus Lowlanders.
Yeah, there you go. Kind of both Highlanders, but Issaquah, their girls team in the state finals, step down. Hello, Bell. Marcus Ball, the senior.
Senior captain Marcus Ball just bombs one from the top again. These guys are not afraid to shoot from the top.
11th goal of the season. Good golly, that was a fireball. So we're tied up. He got ready to go. He knew he unloaded on that. Ball down, now sitting on each other. New face-off rule this year. It's a standing face-off. It'll go to Issaquah in the purple. Hyde with it. All kinds of games going around the Starfire complex, if you're familiar with it. All-star games, youth games. Lost it, then found it is Gunter. That's a wide shot, and it's going to go to the Spartans.
Great goalie backup on that one.
Kellen Flynn, number 2, with it, the long stick. Ball's in the middle of the field. Up for grabs. Skyline comes up with it. Hank Mann, freshman long stick midi, and we got a timeout on the field for Skyline. 9:42 left in the second, all tied up. Come on back, 4K streaming, STSPN.
It's like a loop machine. Going around town, trying to get down. It's like a loop machine.
back here, second quarter, Starfire Sports Stadium, the 4A 2022 State Boys Lacrosse Championship. And we got a great one, tied up 3-3. And the Spartans from Skyline in the white jerseys took a timeout here, trying to get everything settled. Head coach Sam Hudson. They got multiple kids that they can look to here. The Vermeulen brothers, Nick and Joe. Nick with one of their goals. They fire it outside. Connor Voigt, 17, has one. What's Issaquah doing here, Steve? Defensively.
Issaquah, they're not being super aggressive. I think they're waiting for them to come to them. They don't want to press out too far. They don't want to get caught out on an island and not be able to recover from their slides.
Whitehead, 16 and white, now gets it over. There's a shot, very wide, from Joe Vermeulen. Just a junior. The Vermeulen kids, sophomores and juniors, they got plenty of time.
Yeah, they got a strong program with those two. A couple more years.
Beckett Monday. Back out. Here's a long shot, and it good again by 17 and white. Connor Voigt.
Connor Voigt with
kidding
the
me?
absolute sniper shot. Yikes.
Almost another zip code. Nobody was even out there on him. They're like, hey, there's no way he's going to shoot from out there.
He wouldn't shoot from there.
Well, he did, and they got a 1-goal lead. My, oh my, here we go. And the Spartans come up with it. Hunter. So Issaquah now looking for a turnover or a stop. Jordan Snowy, 55% save rate. Talked about that great story of him getting hurt, coming back with the big win over Eastlake, 13-8. Eastlake's been in this championship game over the years. Actually back in 2019.
Yeah.
Ball, great feed, great shot. Nick gets his second.
Scott, I was just going to talk about how I wanted to see them start getting some more off-ball movement. And there you go, skip pass to the backside, off-ball movement, perfect.
Ball to Nick Vermeulen, and just like that, it's 5-3 Spartans. So Brandon Fortier, the longtime head coach there at Issaquah.
This is where they really need Kale to step up and start owning some of these face-offs so they can get some possession back. They need to go on a run themselves or they're going to let this get away from them.
Spartans been winning the battle at the face-off, but this one's going to go to Issaquah. Shout us to know we're on Twitter at STSPN. All social channels, let us know. Love the YouTube comments. Kale, low burner, and he gets it through the wickets. You called it, Sawyer, and he dialed it up for you within one once again.
Not only do you need Kale at the dot, but you need him to light it up on the shot. It's exactly what they needed right now. Now let's see if Issaquah can go on the run themselves.
That was a road runner right down in the corner.
I'm not sure that ever left the ground.
Saw the rain flying up here at Starfire. 7:07 left to go in the second quarter. 1-goal game. Here we go. His 31st goal of the year, first tonight. And Cale comes up with it just as ordered by Steve Sawyer. All the way he goes, he shoots, he scores!
He said, forget it, I'm putting this on my back. We're not going to let you guys get away from us.
I don't need any of y'all. I'm taking it to the house. A bouncer right through Nick Toma, and we're tied.
Wow. Wow.
32nd goal. The kid's got 21 assists, 106 plus ground balls. Obviously, doing the face-offs, you're going to collect those, but here's the Spartans. They got fight in them. They're going to come right back. Great job there by Hunter Neal. Let's see how the Spartans can answer. Joe Vermillion wants to get into the scoring game. He's hasn't had one yet tonight. Ball heads off. Marcus, he's got a great assist. And here's Joe going to work. These two teams understand what they're trying to do, have set offenses, and Connor Voigt has been hot from way down, beyond the arc, as they say.
Scott, you'll notice that Issaquah, all they're doing is posting up in the middle. They're almost their entire defense, except for whoever's on the ball, is not pressing out. And the only way you can combat that is if you start posting somebody in the middle.
Good
you start
dish.
running some picks and cuts through the middle.
Yeah, good dish and caught up. Get to the open man, step down, and it's saved. Big shot there from Tyler Whitehead, but right into the net of Jordan Snowy.
See, and that's why I was so shocked about that last one. It was so far out. Jordan stops those all the time, so they want them to take those kind of shots all day.
Steven Castro, the senior, short stick midi there. Had it for Issaquah. There's Cale. He flies one down. A good save by Toma. Cale Gunner now feeling it. He's just ripping from everywhere. Issaquah gets it back, or do they?
Yeah, it's Cale.
It's Cale one more time. He loses it, though. It lands in the stick of a Spartan, Kellen Flynn. Now Issaquah maybe has it. Here's a step down. Shot saved by the goalie. Big clear out to Ball. Here come the Spartans. Fast break. Pass, fake shot. And Joe Vermeulen gets into the game with his first goal tonight. What a transition. Break it down for us, Steve.
Scott, that's exactly what they want to see happen. Issaquah needs to limit the transition from Skyline, but that's what Skyline wants to do. They want to push it down the field. They want to get it down quick. They want to find the open man, but the way you got to do that is you got to get quick passes, crisp passes, and pretty soon, Slide doesn't get there in time, and you find the backside.
They went end to end quickly, did the Spartans, and another great face-off by Hunter Neal, and now Skyline back in business with a 1-goal lead. Joe feeling it now. It's got one through the net, but they'll sit it down. 4:08 left to go here in the second quarter. Joe finds it open. Teammate can't handle it. He had Beckett Monday open. Nick now behind the cage. Nick is quick. He just caused the Issaquah kids to just run around in circles.
You're not coining him Nick the Quick, are you?
There's a shot. Save. Can he collect it, get it back in the crease? He can. I don't know if he is, but he went out and in, didn't he?
That's exactly what they called. Goalies can leave 1 foot in the crease as long as they have that 1 foot, but he pulled that 1 foot out, and unfortunately can't put it back in.
Crowd right on it, saying you can't do that. Smart lacrosse spectators. Connor Voigt, 17. He's got 2. He's right at his spot right there. He hit a couple earlier. Pressure testing. Gets it up, ball down. Now it's in an Issaquah defensive long stick. And here come the Eagles. Back up top. Hanson. Number 2 in purple, the senior has it, gets it back out. Wait for subs, and here we go, the Cale Gunter show. Now he's just going to get it to his buddy. KJ Lewis. KJ's got 1. 2:12 left to go in the quarter. Cale. Way up top. Spartan gets a piece of that, but it's retained. And we got a timeout with 1:50 left in the second quarter. Head coach Brandon Fortier, Issaquah takes one. We'll take a quick break as well. We'll be back to see how the second quarter ends up on STSPN. Back here south of Seattle at Starfire Sports Stadium, 1:51 left in this 4A championship 2022. Just happy to be back here. Issaquah, here's the drive and the dish, and he can't handle the rock, and Toma comes up with it, clears it, and here come the Spartans on a fast break. Maybe we'll see if we'll try and push one in here with a 1-goal lead. Take it back to X behind. He'll get it over. Beckett has it. Joe sticking his grill. So Skyline just trying to get the puppies organized here and see if they can get another goal. Is 1 minute on your screen. Under 1 minute, the official time is taken down on the field, so you won't see it on your screen. And Spartans be real happy if they could get another one in before the half. Hunter Neal back out now. Carpenter working. Hunter gets it back over. Ball thinks about it, goes low. Boy, we're crashing down under.
Yeah, they're playing really compact, and if Skyline doesn't start to try to move those guys out of the middle with some off-ball movement, they're going to just stay in there the whole time.
Now they redirect. Good cutter in. They get the ball to him, but he's hacked.
And that's
loses
exactly
it.
what will happen if you don't clear those guys out of that area.
Nick now with it. Vermillion goes up top, finds a feeder, and he likes it, and it's a goal.
That's how you break that. Skip pass to the off-ball, backside. Nobody can slide in time.
Ryan
Goal every time.
Carpenter with his first tonight. Assist by number 6, Nick Vermillion. 9th goal on the season for the freshman Ryan Carpenter. Oh, boy. And a 2-goal lead with seconds left here in the first half. Boy, patience paid off there for the Skyline Spartans, didn't it?
Yeah. They don't have to push it, but they do have to have that off. Whoa. They do have to have good off-ball movement to create those opportunities from the backside. Because if those defenders are not going to clear out of the middle, then you got to create opportunities from the backside, off-ball.
Well, we got a good one. Spartans 7, the Eagles 5. It's halftime. We'll take a break here. You're watching 4K streaming on STSPN. Stay with us. Second half in a few minutes.
Player of the game, senior libero Lauren Riskin has control.
Championship district tournaments, we have it here on STSPN.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people try to get down. It's like a loop machine.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
Here we are, start of the second half. 2022 4A state championship on the line here. Issaquah in the purple and gold, Skyline in the white jerseys, and Issaquah goes and gets the face-off. Scott Ashman, Steve Sawyer. Oh, loses his stick.
He sold that penalty.
There's a swing and a miss. Top right corner. Issaquah trying to come back here. Only down 2 goals. KJ Lewis with that last try. Ball over the far corner here at Starfire, trying to get her camera turned around there. Great job today by Sarah Elvig on camera as usual. Steve, Issaquah needs to get better looks here. They had some mojo going. They got number 8 who had the ball. There's a shot and a miss there by TJ Victory, but Cale Gunder started getting hot there in the second quarter.
Yeah, what they need to do is they need to get some of their other guys hot, because there is, I mean, as good as Cale's been doing, there really isn't players on this team that outshine the rest of the players. They play really much like a unit, and they need to get some of these other guys going.
There's a low burner.
Any one of these guys on offense can heat up.
Michael Hyde, 27 goals this season coming in, 9 in purple, looking for his first goal tonight. Get him involved. With the ball there, goes inside, but it's broken up by a great long stick.
Good look. He was looking for the backside open player, but stabbed out of the air by a long stick.
Hank Mann gets it, goes over, and this one's an easy one for the Issaquah goalie, Jordan Snow, and he clears out.
Good back check to take some heat off that shot.
Fireball down inside, trying to get it open teammate, 23, Raphael Block.
He had him, but I don't think Raphael thought the ball was getting through there.
I didn't think so either. Air traffic control called and said, don't land, baby. Spartans, as rain comes down here, it's been a soggy afternoon here in Seattle. Happy Memorial Day to everybody. And the Vermeulen brothers both getting into this one. Nick, number 6, he's got 2 goals on the afternoon. Joe got his first late in that second quarter, 22 in white. It's not that the Eagles haven't played solid defense. They break that one up. As they look, Ball. He's been all over the place. Marcus Ball, the senior, guys it out. So Spartans go in and shoots and scores. Nick Vermeulen, throw out the hat, sets his third.
Scott, Issaquah does not want the Vermeulen brothers getting heated up. That is the last thing that they need, or they can let this one get away from them. They need this face right here, and they need to get their own possession and start making some plays.
(8-5), nothing too crazy. That's a great part of this game. You can get in a run and hit 3 goals just like that, although Spartans get it. Good defensive play there. And you should see a flag. We did see a flag.
Pretty good, solid push right there.
Yeah, KJ Lewis find himself in an ice bath later on that one.
Hey, Scott, shout out to Mary Hudson, mom of Coach Sam Hudson. She's watching all the way out in Maryland today.
Oh.
Super proud of Sam and his team make it all the way to the state championship over here in Washington.
Enjoy the game, Mary. So great. And Issaquah will get that, and so the Spartan will be there in the penalty there. That's number 11, Hunter Neal. So a good man-up opportunity for the Eagles to cut into this small lead. As we've talked about, they have plenty of weapons. It's just not number 8 in purple. They got so many kids.
Yeah, any one of these guys can sting you. Their offense is all about the movement. It's getting them off their game.
There's a quick stick right there. Raphael Block, he didn't get the last pass, but he sure did get that one from Cale Gunter. Look at that. That's a beauty.
Raph, their sophomore attack, is in the right place at the right time, and they're doing those backside skip passes where they're finding that back man.
15th on the year, first tonight for the sophomore. And now it's a 2-goal lead for Issaquah. That was a good advantage on the man up. We're even now. Issaquah gets it one more time. Hanson with it. Hanson wants it all the way. Soft bouncer. I think he kind of changed his mind in the middle there, right in the stick of Nick Toma.
Yeah, I think he went from first gear to second gear too quick on that one.
Changed his mind midstream. Unfortunate for Issaquah. They had a good shot there to get within one. Spartans now trying to hold him off, and that is going to be a turnover on a cross-field pass, and here come the Eagles.
That's exactly what Issaquah is looking for. They're looking for them to make those unforced errors that they could take advantage of. Now what they need to do is just use these opportunities to their advantage.
Castro with it. Greeted by some Spartans as he crosses inside the box. He'll pull it right back out.
See, and I like that. They're baiting them from the top, but when they draw the double team, that's when they need to look for an automatic pass.
Looks like they're kind of stretching them to one side. Then they got that backside guy, and they're trying to find those open holes right on the doorstep.
No, and that's working great, but as soon as they're drawing these double teams, they need to find somebody to get the ball to.
Obviously a lot of attention to 8 in purple with 30+, 2 today already. They don't want him to hurt you. Hyde with it. He again can threaten from anywhere on the field. Good fake there. Also good defense by Carter King, the big long pole. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, it's really easy for these guys. I mean, they're drawing the double team from Skyline every single time. But what they need to do is they need to make a pass and then another pass, because then they're getting the slides off, and they're not able to slide in time.
Cale there. Thought he had an angle there with the defender on his hip. Picked up by Tama. Here come the Spartans with a good clear.
And that's what Issaquah does not want to do, Scott, is they don't want to take those opportunities and just end up with weak shots. They need to take smart shots, well-timed shots, and put them in a good place.
And 17 in white, Connor Voigt, what a game. He's at 2 goals from way downtown. He only had 4 on the season. The sophomore coming up big in the championship here.
That's what I love about state championships, Scott. Anybody can step up and be the star of that game.
Millen brothers, they're getting in the mix too. Joe and Nick. But here's Connor back out. Spartans in no hurry. They're not going to be too aggressive here. But just a 2-goal difference, 5:28 left to go in this third quarter. The 4A state champions.
Yeah, and Issaquah defense is fine with this. If they're going to keep doing that, they're not going to have to press out on them because they rely on their goalie.
Yeah, there was a big swing and a block from Spencer Blumenthal, and a flag is up. And that ball's tipped in midair, and it's going to fall into a Spartan stick, but we'll get a whistle. And
crowd doesn't like
one of the crowd doesn't like it. An interference call. So 30-second penalty, another man-up opportunity for Issaquah. They scored on the last one. As Joe Vermillion going to be the one sitting down for 3 seconds. So an opportunity here for Issaquah to get this within one again.
These are the kind of opportunities that both of these teams, but especially Issaquah being down right now, needs to take advantage of.
They find him. They find Roth one more time right on the crease.
And Tuma comes out and says, "Get out of my house."
So they like Roth. They set him down right on the corner there. And again, trying to get him the ball. He's got one. And here come the Spartans. Make sure they're not offsides. Hank Mann there dealing with a lot of purple sticks. Almost saves it, but it's going to stay Skyline ball. And we're back. We're even once again. The Spartans now, they're just trying to keep this lead, and they'd like to get a few more because they know how powerful the Eagles can be in a quick run.
2 goals is not enough of a cushion for them right now. I mean, I get what they're doing, but at the same time, I would like to see them play with a little bit of more intensity and getting a lot more ball movement going on down on the offensive end.
Vermillion coming out, back around. This one he tries to go, and it's broken up inside. A lot of poles there.
Point go action going. I think I bounced off 3 different players.
And they control it. Gets it back on the other side here to the near side. 2:55 left to go in this third quarter. Hansen.
Now, again, another one of those opportunities, Scott, where they have to take advantage of this. And, again, losing the ball.
The junior Blumenthal with the long stick. He can't go into traffic like that with those. They're going to kill you. And now it's a scrum down there. They do play the Seattle rugby team here, and it looked like that for a second. But the Spartans come with it. Nick. See if he can find a teammate or find a hole. For a championship. Waiting for the sub. These guys just packing it in, trying to see if one of the Vermillions, you said, Steve, this offense runs through Nick and Joe until Connor came up. Connor Voigt, 17, getting the crease, putting a lot of pressure on this defense.
No, they got to do the same thing that Issaquah. They got to do the same thing that Issaquah was doing earlier, where you'll notice that all of the Issaquah defense is flowing with the ball. So you're always going to see 3 players really close to where the ball is. That means that somebody is really open on the backside.
Bleeding the clock. We're almost down to 1 minute. Hard pass inside. It gets cut off. Now it's on the Eagles. Under 1 to go. You'll see the clock hit 1 on your screen. Coast to coast. Time officially being taken at the table, so we'll see if Issaquah can try and get one at the end of the quarter as the rain keeps on coming down. And Oh, there's a timeout, I believe. Is there a timeout?
No, change of possession.
Oh,
I think I
my.
had offsides on that.
Oh, a costly error for the Eagles there. Tough ride. Matt Hill, 13 and white, went through the spin cycle there a little bit, held on to it though.
Yeah, and Issaquah cannot afford these unforced errors. They have to limit those.
Nick getting all he can handle. Top. Oh, a lot of kids, a lot of purple jerseys in the way there for a 16 shot. Tyler Whitehead, the senior.
Good attempt, though, because he had fully shielded. Snowy wouldn't have even seen that one. Just couldn't get it on cage.
Hunter tries to fly one there wide. And it's got to be seconds left here. Far cross crease, coming in, driving, sliding. Back behind, not there. Up top again. There's a step down, it's saved by Jordan Snowy.
No, went in.
Did it go in? Wait.
Oh, no.
No, it did not go in.
Sorry.
Come on now.
He was getting his water bottle. That is funny.
All right, 2-goal lead. We head to the fourth. Who's going to come up with the 2022 4A Boys Washington State Championship? Stay tuned on STSPN. Very close.
Yeah, up to that faceoff, we were even, and now the Spartans are one up on faceoffs right now.
And here come the Spartans. They're fine with just taking their time, finding a good shot, taking what the defense will give them. And if you're Issaquah, you need to stop here or turnover. Get back and get this thing tied up. We were tied up early in the first quarter. Ball with it now for the Spartans.
No, and with Shoreline's offensive sets, this Issaquah defense has been working really well. It's that unsettled stuff that's been happening that's getting them the goals.
Ball with a hard one, but nice save by the goalie. Snowy, and the ball's on the ground. It's going to go Issaquah ball. That's always tough when bodies are flying right at the crease there.
Yeah, that's when the defenders need to come in and just clear the crease.
And the goalie staying inside his house trying to stab at that ball.
That's what we call taking out the trash. It's time to take out the trash.
There's a shot, and it's wide. It'll stay Issaquah ball. I like that opportunity right there in a fast break.
Yeah, I would like to see him take a couple more steps, get a little bit closer in, get a little bit more high percentage shot. That's what Issaquah needs to do right now. They have to take advantage of these opportunities, but they need to be high percentage shots.
KJ, he had time, he had room, he made a shot. Good save there by Toma. Fans want to call, shoot, and score!
No one picking up the long stick. One of the most difficult shots to see because the stick's so long. I mean, nobody's picking them up.
Hank
No one's pressing out
Mann,
on him.
he's just a freshman. And he's got a goal in the state championship. That's his first goal on the year, I believe. Number 19 for the Skyline Spartans, and now a 3-goal advantage. Eagles now trying, but Spartans get that one. Far side flag is up. Hits are flying. It's getting physical out there, Steve.
Yeah, these guys are clearly fired up. This is not – Issaquah is not done. They're not laying down.
Brady Malone will sit down and man up opportunity here for the Spartans. Brady, a senior defenseman. So not good again for the Eagles. They do not want to give the Spartans anything more than they need to here.
No, they need solid movement on defense, and they need to communicate.
Shot there, and it goes to the back, and it's recovered by Snowy. That was Beckett Monday, the junior, trying to get his first goal here today. And now Michael Hansen puts on the burners. Hansen, low goal, and he got it! Cale Gunner, his hat trick today.
Just like on the other end, Scott, nobody comes and picks him up. He has a free shot at the goal and just blisters the top cord.
That transition, catch them on their back heels, and Issaquah pulls within 2 again.
Issaquah needed that one, Scott.
They did.
Needed that one badly.
9:16 left to go in the game. Issaquah been in tight games.
Now let's see what Kel can do on the dot. Skyline's won the last 2 face-offs.
Cale has it, now he doesn't. Teammate comes in and picks it up. That is big. Spencer Blumenthal. Now Spencer trying to keep it safely. Here's Cale. Cale gets tripped on his way down.
Shooting
lets it rip.
from the knees.
And they'll pull it back out. Little momentum. Big shot and big save by Nick Toma. KJ Lewis wanted that one, Steve. He was put a little juice on that. Big ride in the midfield. 3 purple jerseys. Just going after Matt Hill, the senior.
Coach Samuelson got the timeout right at the right time. But yeah, he was getting swarmed.
Oh my, the bruises. It's a 4A championship. We'll be back on STSPN.
It's like a loot machine. Going around town, people trying to get down. It's like a loot machine.
Back at it, out of the timeout. Up a couple goals here, Steve Sawyer.
Scott, just like you saw how aggressive they were on the ride, I think you're going to want to start seeing Issaquah pressing out a little bit more than they have been and trying to force some errors out of the Skyline offense.
It's just at 2 goals. We know that's nothing, and if Issaquah can get some momentum going. But, again, just under 8 minutes to go. Seems like a ton of time, but before you know it, you're panicking.
Yeah, exactly.
And you got to come back, and you don't have the ball, so then you got to make all kinds of presses and, urgency, and then you're leaving yourself vulnerable.
No, and you don't want to have to be coming back the entire game. You want to even it up as soon as you can and battle towards the end.
Issaquah been in a couple overtime games this year, lost one, won one. So they're very familiar with tight games. I think both teams are. Skyline working on the far side of the field. And now they're just going to crank it. This is why I know it's not logistically easy, but this is why I would really love to see a shot clock in the high school game, because adds an element, and that's no shot clock necessary for number 6, and that is 4 for Nick Vermeulen, the sophomore. Oh, my. And the little guy finds his way through the trees, and he puts it to the back of the net. So shifty. He just skates along that goal line extended, right? And he finds his little crevice.
He floats.
Such great balance. 4th goal in this championship puts him up 3. Here's Issaquah. They need to score. Cale Gunner's done everything. He's got 3.
Yeah, they got to keep this within 2 or 1, Scott. They cannot let this get beyond 3.
9, who has the ball, still looking for his first goal. One of their great goal scorers, along with everything else, Michael Hyde. Just a sophomore. They got some great talent, young talent as well. KJ. Too much sauce on that. He was trying to go to Michael Hyde.
See, and that was great. He draws the double team, but not a good pass. Got to have crisp passes if you're going to draw those double teams. They got to be quick and they got to be crisp.
KJ just
on target.
Yeah, just a sophomore himself. They get it down into the offensive zone now. Hank Mann does his job. He goes back. Here comes Joe Vermeulen over to his brother. And now they'll just sit and play catch here for a bit, as it's 5:39 left to go in the 4A state championship game. They came out burning. We had ties back and forth, but the Spartans have just taken every opportunity. They've been very efficient. Not a lot of self-induced turnovers and mistakes.
Yeah, they're executing their game plan exactly the way that they wanted to execute it, and Issaquah isn't. I mean, they wanted to do the same thing, not cause those or not have those unforced turnovers, play their game. And
now flags are flying, and we've had a couple as Little Nick Vermeulen is just down on the ground. See, fellas, I don't have the ball anymore. Stop swinging.
That's a flag for getting dumped.
And the Skyline fans like it.
There's Nick's brother Joe trying to crank up the crowd for his little brother.
And so there'll be a man-up opportunity, another chance. Looks like Skylar Morris, the senior long stick midi, will go sit down in the box. .506 left to go for Skyline to get a championship. Still plenty of time for the Eagles. Just a little turnover and get a couple quick goals, and you're right back in this baby.
Yeah, they can't afford to give up one on this possession, though, Scott. If they get down by 4, they're going to have a tough time.
Moving the ball quickly. Nobody there. Wide open, and what a stop there by Jordan Snowy. My, oh, my. Joe Vermeulen had him dead to rights. Issaquah not giving up. And timeout Issaquah. A well-timed Brandon Fortier timeout as his player got slipped on the ground. Andrew Garrett said, "Thank you, coach. We'll be right back after this." As you see, the playoff bracket, the 4A playoff bracket, a tight win for Skyline over Mount Si, one of the better teams this year and for many years. And then Issaquah getting past Eastlake. You had Issaquah there, Redmond in there. Eastside Catholic, not in that. They're in the privates, but that's the road to the 4A, a tough one. Here's Issaquah trying to get back and make this one tight. Hyde with it out top.
Issaquah's looking for a really solid opportunity on this, Scott. They got to make something happen here. They really need a goal on this possession.
Looks like they've spread them out. They got kind of a set run here. As Hyde now working back. A steady, steady rain the entire game. There comes Kale. Kale working off, fighting off the defender. Hyde fakes, shoots and scores the top left corner. And Michael Hyde gets in the game.
I think the whole field and crowd fell for that fake.
Oh my, what a beauty. Carter King, the defender, absolutely fell for it. He turned around.
That was amazing.
2-goal lead, 3:09 left. Does Issaquah have just enough to make this one interesting as we come down to the end? Spartans say no, not today. Hunter Neal's been outstanding at the dot.
Yeah, it's just crazy though. The numbers they're just really even.
They are. Faceoffs are even. Beckett with it for
That's exactly
Spartans.
what both coaches wanted, Scott, is they needed 50-50 at the dot.
And that's exactly what we have unofficial. Big shout out Shelby Sawyer with the stats today. Quick movement. This one not there for Joe.
Not exactly sure why Joe was doing the jump hook on that one with no one on him. I think a couple more steps towards the middle, and that would have been in the back of the net.
Marcus Ball, he's been tremendous today. Fantastic. Look at him going through. Finds a cross crease pass. There's the shot and the score. Beckett Monday, the junior, finally gets on the board today. He's been outstanding all year, but that's passing and a sweet assist.
Beckett Monday on a Saturday.
You've been waiting all day to say that one.
I love that name.
18th goal on the year, and just when the Eagles felt a little mojo coming, you know, tip your cap to the Spartans.
Yeah, they're not letting this get away. They're keeping their lead, and Issaquah cannot let this get away from them.
11-8 now, 2:10 left to go. Running out of time if you're an Eagle.
They need this face, and they need 2 quick scores.
Kale gets it. KJ, it bounces off a defender. It's going all the way to the midfield.
Right off the melon.
I heard that up here with our headphones on. It was a pop to the noggin. Coming back right at you, KJ Lewis. Kale, lefty, yes! He's not done.
Kel says, we are not giving up. We're not going away. Meet me back at the dot because we're coming at you again.
His 4th tonight. Back to 2. Cale Gunner. And he can't get that one. Great job there by Neal for the Spartans. $1:29 left to go. Looking good for the Spartans. Inside, dishes, shot, score, and that should do it. Beckett again.
That's exactly what was going to happen, Scott, is Issaquah was having to press this time. They had no choice. 2 ball movements, 2 passes. You find the open guy on the backside. Not enough time to slide. Open net.
Great dish and find by the freshman Ryan Carpenter, 9 in white. And 12-9. Every time the Issaquah Eagles makes a run, the Spartans respond.
That one was a dagger.
And Neil Hunter gets it one more time as we round into about a minute left to go. He's getting defended tough, and it's going to stay Spartans, but they want a timeout. With 1:09 left to go, we'll be back right after this.
Just blanked the whole game, and all of a sudden he just gets 2 in a row.
We're back. Spartan just trying to hang on. Under a minute to go. Empty net. Wide for Ball. Official time being taken down on the field, so our screen clock, you'll see it at 1 minute. Seconds to go. And there it is with an empty netter. Nick puts it through one more time.
Ouch.
Just too tasty. Couldn't pass it up.
No.
Great job. Congratulations again. There's just seconds left here. And that's 5 goals for Nick Vermeulen. It's a good day's work. 13-9. So Coach Hudson's mom, Mary, should be happy out in Maryland. Sam, assistant Matt Hazen, Brian Combs, Cameron Browning, Charlie Combs, all on the staff. And there's another one. As the Skyline Spartan fans, look, that one dumped in by Hunter Neal, who's been outstanding on the faceoffs. Skyline student section starting to feel it, just getting weight as we get the time. Should be just mere seconds here. And it's going to go Spartans. Well, Steve Sawyer, everything worked exactly. They were disciplined, they were efficient, they didn't get too high, too low, didn't let any of the Eagles.
No, and the
runs.
goalies had a fantastic game this game, especially Sam Tuma. I wanted to mention he's going into the Marine Corps after this.
Yeah,
going to serve our country.
Yes, congratulations to him and thank you. Ball with it as the time runs out, and that's it. Your Skyline Spartans, the 2022 4A Boys State Champs. (14-9) as you see them celebrate.
Yeah, and Scott, you really couldn't ask more from Snowy. You got 12 saves today, but not to be outdone. Toma got his own, 9 saves. Both of the goalies were playing lights out. I think the difference in this game really was just those extra things and those unforced errors and all those little extra things you got to do in the middle of the field. And that edge today went to Skyline.
Well, Nick Vermeulen of the Vermeulen brothers, he led them with 5. It was a team effort. A big congratulations to Issaquah Eagles. They had a tremendous season. Head coach Brandon Fortier, Ian Lee, Matt Thomas on that staff. They got a lot of great promise, and young kids are coming back. Congratulations to them and all the seniors. But it's a final here from Starfire Sports Stadium. Your 4A state champions, the Skyline Spartans, over Issaquah, 14-9 for executive producer Todd Elvig and head engineer. Our on camera, Sarah Elvig, and for Steve Sawyer, Scott Oshman saying so long. That's your final.